Hi, I'm Nick from Tabletop Duo, and today we'll be doing the unboxing and review of Final Fantasy VII Remake Materia Hunter board game. If you played Marvel Snap and you like Final Fantasy game, this board game is for you. So grab your favorite drink and join us while we do the unboxing and the review of this board game by Square Enix, and also give our likes and dislikes. And before we start the unboxing, I would like to give a big thanks to Square Enix for sending us the copy for the review. So without further ado, let's start with the unboxing. And here it is, Final Fantasy VII Remake board game Materia Hunter. So let's start by removing the shrink wrap. So on the front cover we have a nice art of Cloud looking at the Shinra HQ, which is just the same as the box cover for the games. And in the back we get to see a snapshot of all the components together in the match. Alright, so let's open it up. First we get the rulebook. There is one in Japanese, and then we get another one in English, which is this one. All colored. The same kind of like art you find in the game. Seems reminiscent of the kind of the style they used on the menus on the original Final Fantasy VII. Then we get two punch boards. We get one punch board for what they call metal tokens, although they're not metal, but those are the metal tokens. And then we get 5 materia tiles. This is how the metal tokens look like. And this is how the materia tiles look like. Then we get to the character cards. There are 20 character cards, so we get Cloud, Aerith, Barret, Tifa, Red 13, Sephiroth, Reno, Rude, Rufus, Biggs, Wedge, and Jessie, President Shinra, Scarlet, Don Corneo, Andrea, Madame M, Chocobo Sam, Yuffie, and Sonon. They all have the designs from the remake. And then we get the materia cards. There are a total of 80 materia cards. So you can see the number on the top. Blue, red, and green. And in the back, you have the logo of the game. For the insert, you get a paper insert where all the cards fit, and the manual and everything else. That's it for the unboxing. The object of the game is to have the most materia tiles at the end of several rounds. To win one of the materia tiles, the player must have a higher quantity of materia on his field. For example, for the purple materia tile, this opponent has 3 materia and I have 2, so in this case they win. They also win the yellow lane because they have 2 versus 1. But they lose the green, since I have more, the red, and the blue. Because I have 3 out of 5 materia tiles conquered, and in this case I would win. The rounds are quite simple. Players draw cards either from the face-down deck or from the face-up cards, and then they reveal their characters, and they can do actions that overall works to either add more materia on the field or deactivate an enemy materia, for example, and things like this. There is a mid-game intermission where players get a token medal for depending on which lane they win during the rounds, and they can be used to reduce the cost of the special abilities that you have to add bonuses in the last showdown round. So that's it for the overview. Now let's get into the review. With the new Final Fantasy video game remake comes opportunities for other media products like board games. Sometimes those products might look like a cash grab or some developer side project, but we were positively surprised with the adaptation of the video game to a board game. As the name suggests, in this competitive board game, players compete for materia. While doing so, you can summon iconic Final Fantasy characters to use their abilities and tip the fight to your side. At the end of multiple rounds that are fairly straightforward, the player with the most materia tiles wins. It might sound a bit abstract for Final Fantasy gamers, but it actually has an interesting strategy and good game flow. We caught ourselves trying multiple games afterwards because we wanted to try different strategies and summon combinations. The flow of the game was hard to grasp on the initial game we played, but then we quickly realized that it's just 2 big rounds with a middle game bonus round and an ending showdown. Of the things that we didn't like much about the board game was the visual of the cards and the manual. which if you compare to board games of today, it's like it lacks a little bit. The icons of the cards sometimes are a bit cryptic and hard to understand, and we had to keep coming back to the table of icons explanation to continue playing. With such big character cards, it would be nice if the cards themselves had the explanation of the special abilities. But since the game contains the explanation in English and Japanese, we understand why the developers might have gone with the icon route. That being said, it would have been nice if there was a card with explanations for each player in Japanese and English to make it easier to play, which is something that a lot of games do. So you just carry that card with you, and whenever you have questions, just look at your personal card with the rules. So overall, even with the issue we mentioned with the card's quality, our verdict is that it's actually a good game, a good board game. And you're gonna have fun and play several rounds, and it will always feel refreshing, and you can always keep like improving your strategies and so on. So it's actually really cool. We're also interested to know what you think about the board game, so leave your comments below, and if you have any questions, we will gladly answer them. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you would like to see more reviews from Tabletop Duo or some how to play videos, just click on the links over here. So see you next time. Bye!